Subscribe to semperbkReactions.
Because people, I'm telling you, there are some coward ass cops out there. semperbkReactions family, what's good? Yo, I'm back at you again with another one. If you are new to the channel, I always say it, I don't know how the YouTube gods, the YouTube algorithm got you here, but I sure appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. I don't know how you found this little old YouTube channel, but it's a good thing that you did find it. You need to check out some other videos. After this one, go check out some other videos. You're going to find something you like. And then guess what? After you find out that you're feeling it, you getting some good info, we could correspond in the comment sections respectfully. Like, comment, share, and subscribe for me. Share this video. Here, I'm telling you, I'm all about holding citizens accountable, definitely holding law enforcement accountable, and also just give you some tips and some advice, some things that I experienced and things that I was like, I want to see this happen when I was a police officer in my interactions, just giving some tips about, just law enforcement in general and giving you guidance just to get you to the other side of a police encounter safely. Because people, I'm telling you, there are some coward ass cops out there. And that's what we're talking about here today in, is it Louisville? Yeah, it's Louisville. And I want to say there was a chief from APD. I think Erica Shields. She had just recently left LMPD as well, Louisville, and I think she came back to Atlanta. Anyway, there are some coward ass police officers out there, and that's why I said to myself, instead of talking to the news or talking to the TV, I want to make some of these videos to potentially help my people out there. Because I'm telling you, there are some people who were scary all of their life. They just were bullied and they were just nobodies, and they get this badge and a gun and all of a sudden they're law and order and you will listen to them. But the part that scares me the most is they're just scary. They're just scary. Anybody yelling at them, anybody balling up their fist, coming at them, tattoos on their face, yelling and screaming, mental issues, naked, they pulling out a gun. The first thing they want to do is pull out a gun on somebody that's unarmed. So today, folks, that's what we're talking about. This one is, and this is recent. I believe this happened on June 2nd, somewhere around there, very recent. So we're gonna get into it. It's a tragic situation, all because of a coward ass police officer. All right. So let's get into it. But you know what? Hold up. Let's get into this. semperbkReactions. Hold up. Yo, did you tell the people to go over to semperbkclothing.com? Come on, dog. Listen, I need y'all right now to go over to semperbkclothing.com. I guarantee you're going to see something over there that you like. I mean, I got stuff for kids. I got stuff for the women. I got stuff for working out. I got everything you think you could possibly want and or need on this website. And then check it out. Check this out. I'm also offering you a promo code. Use promo code semperbkreactions at checkout. Like I said, folks, this one is out of Louisville. Very, very recent. Let's just get into the video and I'm gonna give you my thoughts about this, because it's a shame. You know what I'm saying? Because now let's just get into it. I don't want to spoil it. Let's get into it.
Investigated after shooting an unarmed man on a neighborhood street. Today, LMPD released body cam and aerial video of that deadly shooting. 27-year-old Martin Nitzken was killed over the weekend.
The officer involved will be fired and a criminal investigation is underway.
We have team coverage tonight, but we start with Norman Seawright in the newsroom. Norman?
Jennifer, this release came very quickly after the incident. Chief Paul Humphrey says based on the camera worn by Officer Nathan Stotts, he immediately moved to start firing Stotts. LMPD says Martin Nitzken's girlfriend called 911 on Saturday night. She says he was known to have bipolar disorder and had a mental break while watching a basketball game with her and two other women. She told the dispatcher, Nitzken...
Look how big this MF is, man. Look how big this damn police officer is. And wait till you see the young man who he just murdered. This big, corn-fed, brolic, coward-ass police officer just...
assaulted them before leaving the house, stripping naked, and roaming around on Cromartie Way in the Klondike neighborhood. Police say Nitzken assaulted a neighbor who was trying to help and dislocated his shoulder. Officer Stotts was the first on scene. From the body cam video, you can see Nitzken naked and unarmed. Stotts yelled at him to show his hands and stop approaching him. That's when the officer fired once. Nitzken was lying in the street for more than 3.5 minutes before he received any medical attention. Chief Humphrey says despite the chaotic nature of this incident, Stotts made the wrong call.
But this is not an acceptable performance for us. This does not meet our training, it is not what we teach, and it does not meet our values. I feel for the family of Martin Nitzken. They're dealing with an unbelievable loss. And my prayers go out to them and everyone affected by this.
Humphrey also says because the officer was dispatched for a reported assault, LMPD would not have sent a mental health professional because of the potential danger. The Public Integrity Unit is leading the criminal investigation and will turn this over to the Commonwealth's attorney. Live in the newsroom, Norman Seawright, WLK.
So if you want to see the full body cam footage, I didn't want to put it in here, but I'll just explain it to you, and I'm going to get into my thoughts after because I have so many. And like I stopped the video and said, look how big this dude is. And you had to see the individual who he murdered, the young man who he murdered was very scrawny because the guy was naked. He was very skinny, unarmed. You can clearly see his damn hands in the video, right? It's a tragic situation. So let me finish telling you what happened. So the coward, he rolls up to the scene. He gets out his car, shines the spotlight on a gentleman who's having the crisis, the mental health crisis. Shines the spotlight, says, "Let me see your hands." The guy's hands is clear as day and it's visible, right? There's nothing in his hands. He's unarmed. He shoots and kills him. Shoots and kills him. And it's so sad. It's disgusting. It's disgusting because there is no other excuse for him to have shot that man. It's straight up because he's scary. He's scared as hell. This guy had no weapon in his hands. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try to, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drop in a little piece of that body cam footage, the beginning. I'm not gonna show the shooting, but I'm gonna drop it in actually towards the end. I'm gonna drop it in. Actually, let's go ahead. Let's do that right now.
That is your guy right there.
What's his name?
The patient.
His name.
Right there. The one that's on all fours.
What's his name? Radio Thomas, one at gunpoint.
The guy on the right is the neighbor.
Put your hands behind your back. Do it now, not you. Put your hands behind your back now. Show me your hands. Show me your hands now. Show me your other hand. Show me your right hand. Show me your other hand now. Stop. Stop walking towards me. Show me your hand. Show me your other hand. Stop. 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 Stop walking towards me. Stop walking towards me. Stop. Stop. Stop.
Coward. 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 He's scary, and you are too big to be so damn scary. So let me let you know where his sorry ass is right now. As you can see here, right? So they're looking into it, as you can see there, right? They're looking into, they have to charge him. They have to charge him. They have to. There's no currently reviewing. Yeah, he has to be charged. All right. And we see here, local legal analysts and community advocates widely anticipate that criminal charges will be filed. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because he straight up, he murdered this man. He murdered this man. Prosecutors are weighing whether Stotts' actions constitute murder or a lower criminal threshold. It's second-degree murder. For sure, it's second-degree murder. It's second-degree murder, right? And there needs to be no saving this guy. Because like I said, this is just a cowardly act. I know for a fact, right? 2026, he must have a taser. He must have spray. Why are you so big and scared to go hands-on? I'm gonna give you a true story, right? And my homie, she watches some of my videos, and if she sees this, she's gonna laugh, right? shout out to those police departments that are firing people while they're in the police academy if they do something straight up egregious, right? When I was in the Atlanta Police Academy, I believe it was 2010, when we were in the police academy, we had it. This was towards, maybe closer towards us graduating. It was 6 months. Yeah, 6 months, closer towards us getting ready to graduate. We had a scenario, some bunch of scenario based training, but one of the scenarios it's called the Red Man, right? The instructors, they dress up in this huge red suit, and it's an ass baton drill, right? But the importance is knowing when to draw the asp and knowing when to use it, right? So everybody gets through it fine, and I'm not gonna call this guy's name, right? He ended up getting fired, and shout out to APD for that, right? And I hope they're keeping up those same standards, right? You do something crazy and egregious, we're firing you because we're not gonna have you out in the street policing people, right? So this guy, everybody's getting through it fine, right? Everybody's getting through it fine because the instructors are not trying to hurt you. They're trying to instill some fear into you, and they want to see how you react to that fear because, yo, it's real as a police officer, right? So this particular guy, like I said, if my homies watch this, she's gonna laugh. Red Man, he was shorter, but my homie, if she's watching it, they probably was the same height. The two of them were short. He was short. There was no excuse, right? Red Man is pretty tall and big. It's a big, like, you know what I'm saying? So Red Man comes after him and starts to hit him with the foam. We all, the asp, it's not real asp-batons, right? It's foam, right? And you're simulating a real one. So the Red Man is just hitting him with the foam one, which does not hurt, but it's overwhelming, right? He's overwhelming him. Don't you know, this dude stopped and said, I want my mom. I want my, no, did he say that? Oh, he said, I want to go home. I think he said, I want my mom. In the middle of this scenario with the Red Man and the asp baton, he stopped and said, he either said, I want to go home or I want my mom. They fired his ass. They fired his ass, rightfully so, because you can't do that on the street. You can't be into a physical altercation with somebody and you're using a less than lethal weapon, or you getting your ass beat out there and you stop and talking about, I want my mom, I want to go home. So they fired his ass. I also want to talk to you about the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center, right? Where I went to that federal academy twice. One thing I salute them for, one of many, right? Because that training was awesome. I think both times I was there for 6 months as well. And that training was awesome. The part of the training that was really good was the scenarios, because you know what they did at FLETC? They didn't do it at APD. APD didn't have any money, but FLETC, Homeland Security, Department of Homeland Security, they got big money. They would hire actors from out in the community. They would hire people from in the community. So in your scenario, you never know who was going to be there. It could be of course, I had a bunch of big, tall, wide, overweight, some of the feistiest, scariest people and this is scenarios. But regardless, you know that this is hired actors. Yo, it still kind of gets your heart rate up there because they acting crazy, right? And in those scenarios, there was a bunch of shoot, don't shoot, and scenarios like, hands-on, less than lethal, right? It was testing you, right? And what I appreciate about what they did there, also, I didn't experience it, but I know that if anybody did anything crazy, if anybody shot anybody that was unarmed, you would have either been fired or recycled and had to go all the way back through training, because they would never let you come on the streets, right? And you're making bad decisions like that can cost people lives, like this coward right here. And I'm sure LMPD got some sort of scenario based, they went through and they go through scenario based training. Either it's in a simulator or they're like outside like I was, and you're dealing with actors. You have to have that, right? But nevertheless, also I know LMPD, they do hands-on, they do physical tactics, right? Where you have to fight, where you have to wrestle and get somebody into custody, especially people unarmed. It's rarely a time, it's rare, it's possible, that you using a firearm, you using deadly force on an unarmed person will ever be acceptable, legal. There are some times, but the majority of the time, no, somebody that's unarmed, you're either going hands-on or using less than lethal weapon. You're using a taser, you're using your aspartame, you're using your spray, combination of all of them. I don't know, but you're not taking out a fire. Because check this, you take out a firearm on somebody who's unarmed, and now they're getting close to you. And let's say they don't care about your firearm because you cannot shoot them. They don't pose a deadly threat to you. But guess what you got to do now? You punched out. Now you got a holster. And as you're holstering, they're still coming at you. And now all of a sudden, you know, that you've practiced putting your firearm away so many times. It's so easy. But now you got somebody in your face. You can't find your damn holster now. Now the person is coming for that gun. Now you introduced a firearm into a situation where a firearm wasn't needed. This dude is a coward. And I pray to God he gets charged with second-degree murder and goes to prison. These are the kind of people we do not. There is plenty of great police officers out there. I know a few. I was one of them. I worked with many. But this garbage like this 2%, why we have to make videos like this, and we have to educate ourselves, man. We have to educate ourselves. This is sad. Again, I pray he gets charged with second-degree murder. I feel sorry for that family. You know, condolences to them. And they're going to sue the ish out of this department. They're going to sue the ish out of the city, the state, and all of that. He needs to be charged with second-degree murder. There's no excuse for this. No excuse for this. We don't need to talk about no gram factors, gram V counter. This is clear-cut excessive force violation of that young man's Fourth Amendment rights. This was an illegal seizure. When he killed him, that was an illegal seizure. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Let's talk about this one. This one clear cut though. I don't know if anybody could debate my stance on this, but I would love to hear. It's a scary ass police officer. He looked like some big football linebacker that was scared to go. You saw from the video, scared to go hands on with somebody who's having a mental health crisis. Let me know what you think in the comment section. All right. And let's end this on a light note. Once again, I appreciate you checking out my page. Thank you for checking out this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, go over to semperbkclothing.com. Go check it out. I got a bunch of stuff over there. You bound to find something over there that you would like. All right. Also got a promo code, semperbKReactions. One word. That's your promo code. All right. Hey yo, stay safe out there. You see what we dealing with here out in the world, right? With these cowards like this, man. Stay safe out there, man. Stay safe. Peace.